Hi, I'm Harris, and we are talking today about our K2 WallPV system and which different facade types are possible. We will start with the sandwich panels, which can be laid out vertically or horizontally. After that, we will move on to corrugated and trapezoidal sheet metals. And after that, we will go on to concrete and masonry walls. For the start, either raw or with an optional rear ventilated facade, which are mainly used in new construction and modernization. And we will also talk about masonry and concrete walls with ETICS, which is commonly used with new buildings and existing buildings, especially in residential areas. Now we will have a look at some of the examples for the different facade types. I will start with the sandwich panels horizontally. We of course also have the sandwich panels vertically. For corrugated sheet metal and trapezoidal sheet metal, they are usually built vertically. Afterwards, we can take a look at the concrete wall, which could either be raw or optional with a back ventilated curved facade. And last but not least, our solid masonry with ETICS. Following the examples, we will have a closer look into our solid and masonry walls with ETICS and rear ventilated facades. We will start with the back ventilated curved facades, also known as rain screen, mostly used on new construction or energy efficient modernization. It's usually combined with thermal insulation, and the solar modules can be integrated into the wall. Next up, we will have a closer look into the construction of a rain screen facade. We are starting with the load-bearing wall, on which you can usually find the thermal insulation. Then there will be a substructure holding the rain screen in place. And with this construction, then the moisture can still be transported out of the walls and out of the insulation. The heat stays inside the building, and there is a ventilation between the insulation and the rain screen. On the next slide, we will have a look at ETICS, so external thermal insulation composite systems, which are mainly used on masonry, but also in concrete walls, and are often seen on modernizations, but also on new constructions. The special thing about ETICS is that here are different materials bonded together, and the insulation can be made out of different materials. As before, we will follow up with a closer look of how the wall is built up. The special thing with ETICS is the many different layers this type of wall has to it. Now, on this type of wall, there is only one way to really get it done, especially with existing building. In our case, this would be with a spaces group. In the following videos, we will talk about the economics of the WallPV, and also we will have a closer look into our different systems and how they work.